Well, what do we have here? Colonel fucking Sanders. They have Yoshinoya just like we do in Hong Kong. And there's a rental bike. Got my SIM card. Chinese money. Oh fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. I don't want to go on Reddit r/watch people die. Please be kind to me, Beijing. This is me currently using 2 apps. I think this is the house. Supposedly you can see him here.
Wow, you walk there.
Yeah.
No way.
The taxi driver annoyed me.
How much is it?
He wanted 150.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was like, I don't think he was using the app.
Yeah.
And I thought he was. Both of my phones are trying to figure out some VPN access for me. Like nearly everything works, and I've already paid for 1 VPN, so I'm trying to look for a free VPN to take care of everything else that I need to take care of in this part of the world. It's so annoying. Internet is slow, things are restricted. Somehow I've got to cross this road and there's no fucking lights, there's no light switch to tell me, and the cars don't stop, so you got to walk out in front of all this traffic. Oh my god! Yeah, watch this guy. Fuck you. Well, fuck you, Apple. There's a bridge. I didn't have to risk my life crossing the bullshit street. Anyway, kitchen. That's me coming out of the shower. Lobby area. Bathroom. Bedroom. Train ticket that was delivered here. Turns out I have to go to a different station. View. This VPN is doing what I wanted to do, but it's just extremely slow. It's a 4-minute podcast, for example, and it's taken 5 minutes to download 37%. With VPN, it's 0.19 download, 0.14 upload. Let's turn off the VPN. So with the VPN, it's under half a megabit up and downstream, and then without the VPN, it's 50 megabits download and whatever it's going to fail at, but it's really fast. Can you see how I'm hampered by this VPN? My trip has taken an unexpected turn for the better. I was just leaving my Airbnb apartment and I was approached by Simone, and she offered to take me around and get something to eat, which is very nice of her.
Just let me try. Make one is, then use chopsticks inside the inside some meat. Then make this together. Roll it.
Yeah.
And you can eat.
We also have broccoli. You can tell I ordered this. Broccoli, egg and tomato soup. Although it looks like
Tomato and egg.
okay, tomato and egg soup, not egg and tomato. Sorry. And then you saw that before. The cauliflower, stir-fried cauliflower.
The fare is done.
Is what? Oh yeah.
Fare.
There was paraffin still cooking it. And how much did all this cost? Do you remember? It's like 100, 120 RMB. What is this wrap made of?
It's bean.
Made of bean.
B-E-A-N.
Okay, and the texture is like a...
It's like A fabric.
Yeah, it's like a fabric.
Fabric.
As always, just like I do in Hong Kong, whenever I order things in a Chinese restaurant, I get it completely wrong. And so there's a lot of food here because I assumed the portions would be really small. Capital city, pay large prices for little quantities of food. That isn't the case. So you've actually paid a little bit of food by my standards for a lot of food. So I need to get takeaway.
Yeah.
We need to put this in a box later.
And then you can put it in a brown paper bag and come put it in my hand because I'm ready to eat. I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games. No!
I was just about to leave Tony's apartment, and Tony is the Airbnb host, and I was in essence fumbling for my keys, and Simone, stopped me and wanted to speak to me. We got to know a little bit about each other, and you said you work for Amazon?
Yeah.
And what do you do in Amazon?
That seller support device.
So you work to help the sellers.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like customer support, but for the Amazon sellers.
Yes.
What do you do in your free time?
I'm in Beijing, so always I'm traveling in Beijing, and I go any place, go to work play.
That was very nice of you to take me there. Okay.
What? I need to go back. No. You only want your one person is video. Maybe I disturb you.
No, no, because I'm making a story, so I want to show that I'm leaving, and then as I'm leaving, I'm saying to you, thank you very much for taking me there.
Okay.
Let's start by eating last night's dinner for breakfast. Let's go online and surf the internet without a VPN. Okay, CNN.com, BBC. Oh, the BBC works. Tumblr. Nope. Twitter. Nope. The Verge. Get the number one VPN for China. DaringFireball.net. Engadget. It took a while, Engadget. Al Jazeera works. See? No VPN. It would say VPN there. Wikipedia. Oh, Wikipedia works. Tiananmen Square. Huh. It's weird, isn't it? No Periscope. YouTube. No YouTube. Let's go for Instagram. Hey, there's Valerie from my Moscow visit. Hi, Valerie. No, Instagram doesn't work. WhatsApp works though. Joe-san. And WhatsApp is owned by Facebook. Nope. No Google Maps. What about Apple Maps? Yes, it's Apple Maps. Directions. 42 minutes by drive. Let's go by transport. And that's where we're going to go today. There are literally flies fucking in front of me. I just saw one get mounted and then they both flew off together. My first day in Beijing, I was really annoyed. Throughout this entire journey, I've avoided taxi drivers because I just know they cheat, or they can potentially cheat tourists, not turn the meter on and charge you an extra price for something that you don't need to pay that much for. And I learned yesterday that it isn't so simple in Beijing. I got the data card. I nearly got robbed with getting the SIM card, but I guess it was a kind of a joke, but the joke seemed like a test like, oh, is this person willing to really depart with another local currency and end up paying twice as much for it? Is he that desperate? And I wasn't. But then trying to get a taxi is not something that again, I don't want to do it. And I tried to do it yesterday. I tried to flag down a taxi. You can't flag down taxis, it seems, in Beijing. You have to use an app. Luckily, because of the data card, I could contact my host. He gave me a price estimate of the actual travel from the Beijing railway station to this place. But he also said you need to download this app called Didi. Didi does come in English, and I guess if you come here and you can use that app, you might not have any problems. But I actually had loads of problems, and maybe it's because it was a Sunday, I'm not sure, but no taxi came, and then there was one that did, and I thought he was my taxi driver. Turns out he wanted to do something off the meter, and he basically took me around the corner, invited me into his car, and then he wanted to charge me 5 times the actual going rate just to go to the location. The actual journey cost like 30 RMB, he wanted 150. I was really annoyed because the first time I gave a taxi driver a chance and he's trying to overcharge me. And even before that, there was some weird taxi where you sit in, it's like a motorcycle with a roof, and the guy wanted to offer me a lift. And I know the price, but he wanted 100. I was outside the train station for a good 40 minutes, which is annoying when you're carrying 2 bags. And that taxi driver had gone off after I said no thank you. He came back and started laughing at me. It's like rubbing it in because he knows you're not going anywhere. So pay my price. He's not obviously asking me to take up his services again, but you should have took my price. So ha ha ha, you know, pointing his finger in my face. Yeah. Fucking callous. That's how you treat a tourist. That's why I was really angry yesterday. So I walked here 2.5 kilometers. I'm so angry, but it motivates me. While I'm angry, when I'm really angry, I feel like destroying everything. Just everything, just to say, this is your payback, this is your punishment. Only Raya has really seen me angry, and she knows, like, I'll even destroy an iPhone. Like, I don't care. And I came close to destroying my iPhone yesterday. But then I also thought about, well, I wish I had this energy in the gym. I wish I could just smash out some deadlifts, do some bench presses, really go to town on a punch bag. That's the level of anger, and that level of anger just gives me so much raw energy, and it just gotta. It's not a good start to Beijing, and it's not a good ending to the travels. It's real though. My anger is real, my reactions are real, my frustrations are real. Anyway, I'm going to go to Tiananmen Square, not Tiananmen Square. I'm going to go to the Imperial Palace today. You know, on top of all that frustration, you've got the VPN to contend with, and things that I take for granted, and you might take for granted if you visit China, are basically taken out of your hands unless you pay for a VPN. And don't trust the free ones, by the way. You've got to go for a paid one. I use PandaPow, but Google services, all the Google services don't work, and it actually forced me to use Apple Maps. The plus side to that is that Apple Maps is a really good mapping service in Beijing. I might use it and reconsider it again for Hong Kong, but it actually gives you turn-by-turn directions for pedestrians, and it actually gives you air quality measurements as well. I was very surprised by that, whereas the Google app doesn't do that. The anger had subsided, once I got to this apartment though, and that made things a whole lot better. Drop off my stuff, but then I also met Simone, and she was really helpful, and it was nice to just speak to a local. And Simone is Tony's neighbour from upstairs. She just caught me outside in the stairwell and basically accosted me, invited herself to dinner. I paid for that, by the way. Sneaky thing. It was, oh, can you invite me? So once I invite her, she relinquishes all need to pay. There's a lot of culture inside that small gesture. But I guess there's also an expectation that the man should pay for things, but it's like, okay. But it was no big deal because she helped me get around, and it was nice to have some company. So I guess it was a useful exchange. Already 50% of my time was taken up by walking, eating. I met Simone, and then I've slept, and now it's nearly 11 o'clock in the morning in Beijing, and I've got exactly 24 hours left. What can I possibly do with 24 hours? Let's find out. While I wait for the Imperial Palace to be a little bit more agreeable when it comes to the weather, I'm going to go to Wang Pang Zi Donkey Burger. Hello. So many bike rentals. What? Two burgers themselves cost 11 yuan each. Altogether, that is £2.60 or £1.30 each. It's a lot of meat for £1.30. And it tastes like duck. This is Meshi Street. It's like a little rabbit warren. I can't even talk properly. There's loads of tourist shops here, but there's also a goddamn McDonald's. Really, China? Of all the things to block, could you have blocked, instead of Google, block McDonald's? This is Meshi Street, a tourist trap, and organised chaos is on the streets, just like anywhere else in Beijing.
JonathanJK,
Wow.
I found you. I'm your fan.
How? How did you find me?
From the Periscope.
Oh wow.
Is that you?
Oh, yes.
I follow you for half a year.
Wow.
I live in Beijing, so I ran back to here to find you.
Wow, you're so lucky.
Half an hour.
What's your Instagram?
Pardon?
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram, JonathanJK. Yeah.
I don't follow you.
Okay, thank you.
I came here just only for you.
Wow. What's your name again?
My name is English name is Paul.
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 Paul. Hi, Paul.
然后那个 Chinese name is 彭光熙。
Okay, cool. You're gonna come back? Okay. Did you find me on Instagram?
No, I have to. I need a VPN.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I have one, it's okay. I understand. Why are you dressed in a traditional sort of Chinese?
Because I like it.
Okay, and you live in Beijing?
Yeah, I'm doing a live here.
You're doing a
Live.
live? L-I-V-E?
Yeah.
You're going to make a live stream?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how he found me, because of my live stream. Yeah, but I live in Hong Kong. I live stream in Hong Kong.
I'm
I'm studying in London.
Okay, you study in London? And you're here on holiday?
This is my hometown.
Okay, no, but you're on holiday in your hometown, and then you'll go back to study. And what app do you use to live stream?
It's a Chinese app.
You can say the name?
斗鱼.
No, I don't know it. I know a few, but not that one. Do you get a lot of people looking at you because of the dress?
Yeah.
Oh, but it looks to me it's normal.
20,000 people. 20,000
On your...
watching.
Ah, okay. Cool. I have nearly 15,000. Okay, nice to meet you. Bye bye.
I'm so lucky.
Yes, you are.
I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. I think I will miss you.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me something about this area?
Something very.
Can you give me some?
This is the famous area in Beijing. This is for YouTube.
Yeah, not for the live stream.
This is a famous street.
Okay.
Beijing.
And why is it famous?
Because it's old, lots of old Beijing traditional shop in this street. For the it's most famous crosstalk.
They're not for the tourists. They are originally old buildings, and
Yes.
now they're made for tourists.
tourists. Yes.
What do you do in Beijing?
I'm a designer.
So when you watch me, what are the topics that interest you on Periscope?
In Hong Kong,
Yeah, when I'm in Hong Kong.
the view, the Hong Kong view.
Found something cold and famous. We're at the Wu Yu Tai tea shop or something. Isn't that really nice? Oh, sorry, I've already started eating it. It's really thin and light and does taste like actual green tea. I'm not going to eat the carbs though, that's in the cone.
How does it taste?
Tastes great, tastes really light. Not thick and not too sweet. I don't like too much sweet stuff.
Most of people like this.
Yeah? This is very kind of you. You've come out of nowhere. You've bought me ice cream and tea. Thank you very
I
much.
want to invite you for dinner
Oh, okay.
if you have time.
I can make the time. I'm on holiday. Which one is more obvious to the cars, so then I can stay more safe?
What's it?
The yellow one.
Famous. So you can see a lot of the bag in Beijing everywhere.
Hey, I'm still with Paul, and since we last spoke, we've gone on a massive cycle ride. I actually periscoped it and we cycled around Tiananmen Square. Link is down below, and now we're gonna go get some Peking duck. We're just trying to figure out, do we get a rental bike or do we get a rental car? £21 is, that was £2.40 or $3.2 US. So all I did was I went on the website search engine, and I just typed top 10 places to eat in Beijing.
Oh, yeah.
Or the top 10 most interesting, something like that, and it gave me the first Wang Pang Si Donkey Burger, and then they gave me this.
The second.
This one. This is the second one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there was
This is
some
a famous restaurant in Beijing.
really famous.
And also expensive.
Shit.
For the week.
That means you're not paying.
What?
That means you're not going to pay.
Pay.
I pay.
But no. I
Yes?
pay.
No.
No,
You've paid for everything.
No.
No, you have to let me pay.
No.
Yes. It's a book. Really? This is the whole menu?
Yeah. Oh man.
Wow. It's a work of art.
Yeah.
So Paul is showing me how to wrap a duck.
Piece of pie. Piece of pie. And take some also can this.
那个鸭皮蒸白糖。
哎，好了。This way, this way, and this way. You can eat it.
Yum. Wasn't Paul fantastic? He was so nice to take time out of his day, ride on a bicycle, look for me, and then say, right, I'm basically going to take you around Beijing, and then I'm going to pay for everything. I was like, who does that? I've never experienced that level of hospitality. I didn't go to the Forbidden City, and I didn't go to the Imperial Palace. Not really concerned, and I don't want to say that in a way that sounds like I'm being dismissive, but I really enjoy meeting people. I really enjoy sharing people with people. But that's the way I travel. With an audience, however, some people might say, well, I wanted you to go to that specific place. Maybe, no one said this, but people might say, I want you to go to that landmark because I want to see that landmark. And maybe people don't interest them as much as it does interest me. I have 14 hours left in Beijing. I'm going to get some sleep and then slowly make my way to the train station. That's my breakfast. That's the leftovers from the meal with Paul from last night. It's a very expensive and rich breakfast, if I do say so. Eat this, pack, and then we're out. Final leg of the journey starts. Onward to Hong Kong. Here is a road with no traffic lights for pedestrians, so you just gotta cross. I made it across. Fucking hell. I made it through immigration. I thought I could use my Hong Kong ID card to get through, but you can't. And got to give a shout out to the Chinese. They have like the best customer service out of all the countries that I've ever visited. But interestingly, if this is a police state, then why do I have to fill out a departure card when I'm leaving China? Don't they already know everything there is to know about me? Thank you. Which, number one? Okay. So organised. We have a washing room. Hi.